Alright, we're back with Celestial Return. And we are going to the memorial and then the jazz bar. So let's go. I don't even know where we are. Oh, well, yeah, we're not on our feet. Forgot about that. Howard stops. He hasn't stood in front of it for 2 years. I buried this place for a reason. Read it. Guilt is one of the few things still keeping you human. Read the memorial. Remember what happened. On 8/07/80, Sector 6 was lost beneath the flood waters. Did we know about this? (8/07/80). Okay, I don't think I did. Gallons of water destined for Netherveil was diverted after an act of sabotage attributed to the Buckbellers. What? Oh yeah, we didn't know this. The flood devastated Foundation Sector 6 district, destroying hundreds of homes. The district was declared uninhabitable. The number of dead and missing remains unknown. Howard doesn't move. His eyes stay fixed on the final line. It was not the Buckbellers. The order came from Kiri. The bullet came from you. You were impulsive, reckless. The PID. You ruined it here. Wait, what? Gallons of water was the sabotage. So we shot a gun that flooded an entire district? He tears his eyes away from the monument and continues deeper into Foundation. That's interesting. Crow Jazz Bar. Oh, I should have saved. Midnight Rendezvous. So Kiri helped us cover it up. The silence of the Foundation is obliterated by the scream of industrial chains. Recording New Stratum surveillance. The Crow Jazz Bar descends through the stagnant fog like a falling star. It lands on the docking platform with bones shaking force, mag rails locking into place with a hiss. Above, the massive underside of Netherveil hangs like a low iron sky. Howard approaches alone. Jet watches the upper balconies from the driver's seat. DK rounds the side of the building towards the service tunnel. East balcony's clear. If this goes sideways, we have exactly one exit. Don't waste it. Howard doesn't respond. He pushes the heavy doors open. The interior is dark, most of the lights off, a single lamp burning behind the bar. The bartender stands behind the counter. In her arms is a PID issue. In her hand is a PID issue sidearm. It's aimed at Kiri, who sits frozen on a bar stool, her hands visible on the wood. Kiri, talk to me. The bartender. She didn't come for a drink. She brought a whole PID kill team with, are you kidding me, with her. Howard stares at Kiri, the woman who he worked with for years, drank with, trusted with his life more times than he could count. Why? Was it just orders? I'm still PID, Howard. That's fair. I still have to live in this city. You're a liability, and PID doesn't leave loose ends. I thought there was still a person left under the PID uniform. I'm trying to keep you alive. If you surrender to me right now, I can negotiate. If they breach that door, I don't think you have that much time. Whatever you plan to do it now. Heads up, we've got movement. 3 levels up. I see them too, at least 6, maybe more. Howard, if they reach the platform before you're out, then this becomes a very short revolution, so maybe wrap up. Did you know? What's the order? Capture or kill. After what you did at Elysium Tower, they're not wasting spells on you. Boots hit the roof above, heavy, deliberate, right on time. Red tactical lasers cut through the frosted glass. Last chance, Howard, surrender. I'll tell them you cooperated. I'm done running. We've come a long way, but I'm done running. I want to do maybe the nail one, but Howard straightens his spine like a man shrugging off a weight he's carried too long. Kiri's jaw tightens. Something flickers in her eyes. Regret? Recognition? It doesn't matter. The moment the words leaves Howard's mouth, the frosted glass panels behind Kiri explode inward. The bar becomes a war zone in seconds. Friendly fire. Get down! 4 PID troopers storm in, rifles sweeping the room. The bartender doesn't hesitate. She leaves the PID sidearm, 3 rounds center mass. The first, trooper drops. Kiri dives behind the bar as return fire shreds the liquor bottles above her. Glass rains. Howard moves, finding cover behind the steel support beam. He leans out, squeezes off 2 shots. One hits, one forces the others to scatter. He tracks the movement through the haze. One trooper is down, another is bleeding out behind a shattered table. Manageable, he can work with 2. He adjusts his grip, ready to finish the sweep. Howard, contact. I've got 4 more coming up for service tunnel. So much for manageable. Stay put. Let them... Oh, that's a 12. That's a 18. Let them waste ammo while you pick your moment. So yeah, we are mad though. Push forward. Yeah, end the 2 in the room before the others arrive. Do I? Oh man. I don't know. We are angry, but we have to be smart. And right now we're tactical. So let's do rational. We have a +3 right now. No active items, which is fine. No items. Detective, I'm not using that. Need a 12. Persuasion, this is rational. Which was technically int. So need something with int. Foolishness, communist. Let's do a communist. Foolishness, anger, bureaucratic. No. -1 irrational. Lucky, persuasion. Let's do a lucky. Let's do 1 more, only because we have a +9 with this. Arbiters, dead. Right now, I feel like anger is going to actually help us right now. Bureaucratic. I'm not using my rogues. Broken. I just need a 4. We should be able to get this. Let's go. Success. Howard presses tight against the beam. Rounds through the edge inches from him. The troopers fire in burst. I'm coming in. Don't you dare die yet. They're on a clock. They know the second wave is coming. They want this done. 7 shots. 8. Reload. The trooper's magazine clicks empty. Howard leans out one shot. The trooper drops for the fresh magazine seats. Car's hot. Platform's clear. 90 seconds before this whole deck is forming. The second trooper hesitates, firing blind now, spraying the beam. Howard waits, counts, listens. Click. He steps out and ends it. 2 down, room quiet. Then the ceiling explodes. Dust and industrial debris rains down on the second wave as the second wave drops through the high tension cables. 4, 5, more. At the same time, DK bursts through the shattered doors. She catches 2 troopers in the back before they can even detach. Howard, move! But there are too many. Howard raises his sidearm, tracking the nearest trooper as he lands. He squeezes the trigger. Click. Empty. A trooper pivots. The barrel rises. Howard finds himself staring into the black void of a muzzle. The trooper's fingers tightens. Time slows. Howard's world goes dark. Not again. The last thing he sees before his eyes close is a massive shadow claiming the room. What is happening?
You're going to get everyone killed. You do understand that, don't you? No, it's just himself.
What is happening?
No, I don't think so. His plans are terrible. We keep dying over and over, and yet we always make it to the next mistake. Clarification. We remain alive by margins too small to respect. Nah, we're just respawning with worse cosmetics.
That is true.
You say that like this is a game. I don't know. Looks like one.
What is happening?
Wait. Something's wrong with the face. It feels heavy. Welcome back.
If
Call this back.
if they have more, I'm going to reload this, and I hate to reload it, but I do not want stuff in our face. The cost of staying again? The first thing Howard registers is the smell. Ozone, sterilant, hot metal. Familiar now, almost routine. The second thing is the weight. Nope, I'm reloading. And I hate to reload, but I came so far with not reloading. I really have. But I don't know. I was debating with the anger too. I should have just did the anger. I buried this place. Read. Alright, we know what this is. Let's save it. Save. 5, yes. I'm gonna do everything up to that last point. Midnight rendezvous. Because I was fine with all my other choices. Alright. Carrie, talk to me. Why was it just orders? I'm still PID. I thought you were still a person left under that. Is up. What's the order? Killer capture. And I feel like the other one would probably give us more information, but I'm okay with that. I'm done running. Okay. Here we go. Push forward in the room before the others arrive. Okay, now anger 5. Communists. But commies die. Debt. And well, it was the lucky on the other end. Oh no, I'm taking the anger off then. Yeah, I just need... Oh, wait. I may take the commie off. Yeah, I just can't take straight zeros. I just need at least a 3. Okay. Wasn't great, but it got us through. Howard moves before the thought finishes. He rolls out from behind the beam, firing twice. I'm coming in. Don't you dare die yet. The first trooper catches rounds through cover. Wood splinters, body drops. Cars hot, platforms ready. The second trooper swings towards him, too slow. Howard's third shot punches through his visor. 2 seconds, 2 troopers. Silence. Then the ceiling explodes. I'm fine with that. DK, move. Howard, move. He raises his arm. Click, empty. Time slows, goes black. Okay, I'm fine. I'd rather that one. Even if it's what happens. I feel like I should have did that one from jump.
You do understand that, don't you? No, just himself. No, I don't think so. His plans are terrible. We keep dying over and over, and we always make it to the next mistake. Clarification. We remain alive by margins too small.
I love intelligence.
Nah, we're just...
and foolishness.
Worse cosmetics. You say that like this is a game. I don't know. Looks like one. Wait. Something's wrong with the face. It feels heavy.
Oh, I did not realize there were bodies up top.
Welcome back. If you can call this back.
Oh, wait. That's DK. The cost of staying alive. Now we can go through. Versus smell, ozone. Here we go. The second thing is the weight. His skull feels heavier, like someone filled his nostrils with lead. Tech Doc again. Welcome back. He opens his eyes. The concrete ceiling is the same. He's on the same blood-stained table, the same workshop, the same nightmare. He tries to sit up. The hydraulics in his arms respond instantly. Smoother now, more natural. He's gotten used to them. That's almost worse. He reaches out to touch his face. His fingers' industrial claws clink against something. The sound is metallic. The others, are they okay? DK? Jet? Outside, pacing holes in my floor. Doc? What did you do? Saved your life. Again. You're welcome. Walk to the mirror. Face it. Howard slides off the tower. He lurches towards the back, a grim sense of deja vu guiding his steps. He slams the door and turns the lock, sealing the world out. So he's going to the bathroom. He steps up to the sink. The cracked mirror awaits. Is this the same one we got last time? Half robot, half hobo. Full badass. Of course, foolishness would think that. Who the hell is that? A matte black alloy plate buries both sides of his mouth, sweeping upward to the bridge of his nose. It is seamless and bolted directly into the bone, turning his expression into a fixed industrial grimace. Rose? Still here. She pulls herself up from the pocket, her petals tilt at him. Still here, and unfortunately, I still have eyes. You look like a vending machine kissed you, and you kissed back. Howard keeps staring at the mirror. Say something, you're scaring me. Kinda wanna punch it. Punch the mirror. Howard's metal fist drives into the mirror. Glass explodes, shards clatter into the sink. His hand comes back unscathed. The plates didn't even scratch. Can't even bleed anymore. Great, 7 years of bad luck. This is what we needed on top of all this. Feel better. Howard stares at his reflection in the broken pieces, dozen of them, all half metal, all staring back. Actually, yeah. If you say so. Howard doesn't answer. He tries to straighten his collar, but his metal fingers lack the tactical grace to feel the fabric. He just stares at the stranger in the glass. There we go. One more change survived. I'm going to virtue. Truth seeker. At this point, I feel like we need it. Even though I think this would probably be better with Giga Brain, but virtue. We're doing this for a reason at this point. A character trait that seeks the truth, making efforts to obtain knowledge. I'm fine with that. Yeah, anger and foolishness will just have to wait. If I get one more, we're going to do this one. We gotta be close to the ending. Look, I know you want to stand here and count the pieces, but brooding's a luxury we don't have right now. Truth seeker. Oh, 1 and 2. Give me another minute. I'm saying goodbye. I'm making sure I recognize who's walking out that door. You know what? Oh. Oh, this is great dialogue right now. At least 1 and 2. The third one is foolishness through and through. Give me another minute. I'm saying goodbye. I'm making sure I recognize who's walking out that door. 2. I'm making sure I recognize who's walking out that door. Finish the thought on the way. You've got a very patient Uber driver waiting outside. What? Green hair, stripper pole, remember? Oh, how does she know he's here? Howard freezes, his metal hand hovering near the door. Why? He didn't say. You know how it is with the strong silent type, but he knows Rose. Go on, he's been standing there long enough, starting to feel sorry for him. Howard twists the lock and pulls the door open. The workshop is quiet. The tech doc is hunched over his workbench, back turned, deliberately not looking. Standing near the exit are DK, Jet, Lilith, and the mysterious visitor. DK is the first to see him. When she looks up, her face goes through 3 emotions in 2 seconds: relief, horror, and then a desperate attempt to hide both. She keeps bringing us here. Lilith is perched on a crate. She jumps up when she sees him. Wow. I mean it as a compliment, mostly. Howard's gaze shifts to the man standing behind them. How do you feel? I kind of like why does she keep bringing us here? Functional report what's happening at the bar. Like half a man, but the good half. The robot half, but the good half. The robot half, so foolishness or anger. How do I feel? Like a science experiment. Like the doctor's doing his job, but she keeps bringing us here. I'm not giving her thanks. Like half a man, but the good half. The robot half is just for show. Let's do foolishness. If that's the good half, you're in worse shape than I thought. It's not a joke, Howard. You were gone. He's the only reason there's any half of you left to take back. Wait, the guy? Wait, what? The mysterious person is the person that helped us? Huh. Did we get a name other than Mysterious Man? I don't think so. walked into the middle of the slaughterhouse like he's been waiting for it, covered us, dragged you clear. No idea who he is, but he hasn't left. The guy doesn't talk, by the way, like, at all. Howard's eyes dark back to the mysterious visitor, still standing near the exit, his gaze as unreadable as a dead screen. How did you find us? The visitor's eyes meets Howard's. Nothing else moves, not a muscle, not a blank. Oh. Actually, I need to look at our body. That's the same. That's the same. Here we go. Delo Shell by street soldiers, the punks who play God. No storefront, no license. Street, did I already read you? I did, I'm not reading that again. Delo Shell, one face slot. A hardened alloy plating system designed to reinforce vulnerable areas against impact and ballistic damage. Its compact design allows it to be mounted wherever protection matters most. Okay. Check to see if he's an abstract. Howard's boost flickers to life. His gaze settles on the visitor. He waits for the familiar green distortion that marks an abstract. But the man standing before him is entirely physical, flesh, bone, and thoroughly human. Huh. You look like you've been through the same hell I have. Silence answers. A long beat passes before the visitor finally moves. He steps away from the exit and strides into the room until he's standing between Jet and DK. He plants his heavy metallic pole into the floor and crosses his boosted arms over his chest. Guess he's coming with us. Seriously? We just have a new member now? No interview, no background check? He saved our lives. That's enough resume for now. Fine, but we're not all crashing at my place. Where's her girlfriend? Yara? Well, maybe she's still healing. Let me worry about that. I'll find something. I do not. Son of a gun. I can ask an old friend. He knows the foundation better than anyone. Probably knows somewhere. Probably love how solid this plan is. Who? An old contact from the FPD. You trust the cop. Trust is a strong word. We just happen to hate the same people. That's close enough. Okay. We know who this is going to be. Howard pulls out his mic, presses call, 1 ring, 2. Tim. Well, if it isn't Netherveil's most wanted detective. What is yeah, FP. Okay. I need a place. Figured that was coming. I know a spot in the foundation nobody checks anymore. Sending you the location. The line goes dead. You 3 stay here. Too many of us moving together draws eyes. I'll send the location once we're in. Howard turns to the visitor, finding that unreadable gaze already locked on him. Without a word, the visitor hefts his pole and falls into step beside him. Okay. Structural beam, Bacal, work, qual. Let's save. I don't know which one is the one we need to go to, but let's see. The foundation grows quieter the deeper Howard walks. The pipes are older, thicker, the concrete darker, stained by decades of steam and industrial rust. A narrow corridor opens into a massive chamber built into the oldest structure layer beneath Netherveil, the forgotten bones holding up the city above. Oh yeah, this is where we need to go. I need to reload. Let's go to the structural beam. Structural beam. Howard boots crunch on the pulverized rebar in dust as he finds a rusted structural beam to serve as a seat. He reaches into his inner pocket and pulls Rose free, and we know the visitor had her originally, so he knows about her. I've been thinking about what happened to me when you finally get yourself killed. You won't outlive me. I'm too stubborn and you don't have feet to run. That's not reassuring. Half the dead probably said something similar right before proving themselves very mortal. Howard goes quiet for a moment, his gaze locked in the lattice of rusted beams above. Do you ever think about your own death? Depends on how bad the day's been. So every day that ends in Y then? Howard shrugs and lights another puff. The brief flare of orange warms his face in the dark. Do you think there's something after? I think people ask that because they're afraid there isn't. Are you scared of dying? Huh. Yeah, I'm more scared of how it happens than that it happens. Terrified, but I never meant that to anyone who wasn't a flower. Scared implies I have a choice. Not scared. I'm not scared of dying. I'm scared of leaving things unfinished. I don't think I'm scared of dying either. I think I'm scared of ending before I even go. I don't think I'm scared of dying either. I think I'm scared of ending before I even got to be anything. You know, being brief, being small, disappearing before I even got to matter enough to leave a mark. You already changed more than you realize. Howard crushes the cigarette ember gently against the bench arm, then looks at the thin trail of smoke lifting away. If I die, do you think I'll go somewhere? Wow, number one is crazy. Doesn't it matter? You're here now, and that's the part I'm paying attention to. Doesn't matter. You're here now. That's the part I'm paying attention to. It matters to me, but that's a nice answer. Suspiciously nice, actually. Howard doesn't answer. His thumb brushes lightly against the edge of her stem. The one you saved, still breathing. He tucks her back in his pocket, careful as ever. With a weary groan, he lifts off the rusted beam and starts walking again, his silhouette shrinking beneath the massive concrete pillars. So where is that? You've defied her at last. Wait, what? You've defied her at last. You've taught her about life. She knows now that the price of being alive is the heavy human burden of fearing the loss of it. Is that what I've taught her? I guess. The call maybe. I doubt he has anything I need. Howard ducks under the low frame and steps inside. The mysterious visitor tries to follow. His shoulders catch on both sides of the door frame. He has to turn sideways and duck. It's almost impressive how much one man can struggle to enter a room. You gotta make it, big boy, big man. Silence. That's what I thought. You look heavier than last time, and you brought a friend who doesn't understand doors. A key? What's new in the shop? Got some new junk since last time. Look around. Angry roll. Single use for virtue. And your prices went up. Not leaky key? I should go. Doors where it was last time. Howard ducks under the frame and steps outside. The mysterious visitor wedges himself after him. Alright. Worker quarters. And I could go all the way to where Tim is. Tim is already there, leaning against the door frame with his hands tucked inside into his FPD jacket. Being behind Howard, the mysterious visitor scans the corridor in silence, his grip tightening around the heavy metallic pole. There he is, New Stratum's most wanted, still breathing. I'll update my bets. Good to know I'm entertaining somebody. Entertainment's thin down here, Howard. You're basically prime time. Besides, watching you collect new parts every time we meet, that's a season pass. Howard's eyes drift to the visitor behind Howard. His eyes, sorry. Who's the muscle? Don't think I've ever seen him around. Found him, or he found me. Hard to tell. Doesn't talk much, does he? Doesn't talk at all. The weird ones always find each other down here. Tim pushes off the door frame and gestures towards the corridor. Anyway, follow me. He leads them deeper, rows of metal doors stretch into the darkness. The ceiling is reinforcement, massive prehistoric-looking steel ribs, groaning under the weight of the city above. What is this place? Worker quarters, where they slept, ate, raised families, the ones who built Netherveil with their own hands. Before they started stacking civilization on top of itself, before anyone ever thought to call this the foundation. Tim slows his pace. For a moment he studies the rusted doors, like he's trying to see the people who once lived behind them. You ever wonder what was here before Netherveil, before they started stacking? Doesn't matter. To the city, not a bit. To the people who ended up as part of the structure of Phil, probably. You Veilers, you built your city still in the sky from us. And now they're building Skybreach on top of you. Guess you finally get to know what that feels like. Same story, Howard, just a different floor, just higher up. What's a Veiler? Netherveil? Wait, so Netherveil is an area, so where is he from? Where is he? Foundation Police Department. So Foundation is that level, and then Netherveil is above. Okay. I know what got buried to build my city. That's exactly why I'm still fighting it. Maybe you're not as Veiler as the rest of them. He exhales through his nose, then reaches into his pockets and pulls out a small ring of keys. Inheritance. My grandfather was one of them back when they were pouring the first layers of Netherveil. When he died, these ended up with me. He lifts the ring slightly. 3 keys hang from it, each tagged with a faded number. Enough nostalgia. Who exactly lived in these rooms? Did you know them? Only through my grandfather's stories. Unit 12 belonged to the cruise mechanic. Kept tools under his bed, diaphragm on the walls. My grandfather said he was always tinkering, even after hours. Could make anything run. But he saw people the same way he saw machines. Unit 8, the foreman's quarters. He was the one who kept the crew logs, right? Wrote the reports, told the stories. Had a shelf full of notebooks in there, years of construction gossip, rumors, names. My grandfather always said a crew works better when they believe in something, even if it's just a good story. Unit 3. He pauses at the last key, holding it a little longer before speaking. My grandfather's room. He wasn't a foreman or a chief, just a worker. Dug the tunnels, led the cable, bolted the support. Came home, slept, went back. Did that for years. Okay. 30 years in the dark, building something he never owned for people who never know his name. Said the only thing that kept him sane was knowing the walls would outlast everyone who hated him. He holds out the keys. They're all standing, more or less. No PID, no cameras, just occasional cuckold looking for shelter. But they move on if you make noise. Rats, obviously. But you've got bigger problems than rats. Anyway, choose the one that fits how you're planning to survive. A base of operation. A door that locks, 4 walls, a ceiling. A place to hide, a place to breathe. What was... Unit 8 had what again? I know it had crew logs, reports, stories, gossip, name, construction. A place to drink. So make them pay for what they did. Oh, that's cool. Modifiers. The worker, +2 to anger, -1 to I'm leaning towards this. And -1 to -1 to int passive room. The fixer room, -1 to int, passive modifier for +2 to int, -1. Wait, what was the fixer? Oh, the mechanic. The storyteller, +2 to perception, -1 to anger issues. Perception. Howard takes the key and slips it into his pocket. I know what this costs. I won't waste it. My grandfather used to say that home isn't where you're safe, it's where you get to choose what kind of person you are. He'd have liked you, I think, not because you're special, but because you're still standing. I like that. Home isn't where you're safe, it's where you get to choose what kind of person you are. I really like that quote.